I thought I was a little too old for him. Doesn't he like interns?
There are some people that are episodically defined by their time. Do you know what I mean by that? Like some people who sort of very much characterize the 90s or the 2000s or the 20s, you know, because they are chained and reigned by their culture. Look at Bill Clinton now, right? When you see Bill Clinton talking about Kari Lake, and Kari Lake's come on our show, she is actually a lovely woman, and I think he says physically attractive. It sort of shows you that Bill Clinton, for all of his sort of changes and the changes of our time, is still very much essentially the Bill Clinton he always was. And there's something important in this. Look how the culture's changed. You used to be able to have a president that was like outwardly like a bit of a player. Like he was a married man, and we all got the sense that guy he's having sex with more than just Hillary Clinton. Like they were married, Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton. You had the distinct impression, and then it was proven, wasn't it? Because I believe there was demonstrably ejaculate upon that blue dress that he was having sexual relations. I don't know. I mean, what can I say that any more politely? There was demonstrably ejaculate on that blue dress. And then that cigar thing, right? We all remember that. That was the president. This is in our lifetimes. But Bill Clinton, like, he's all old now, but he's sort of kind of still like it. He's all sort of like, so he's the Joe Biden version of Bill Clinton. And I mean, he's old. I'm going to get old one day. But he's sort of like, he's all sort of like, oh man, but he still want to play that sax, you know? He still wants the reed between his lips, you know? He still wants to tickle them buttons. Somehow, it spilled out of the bedroom and into the Oval Office. Let's have a look at Bill Clinton hitting on Kari Lake, who I met at the RNC, I think. She's like a dignified woman.
Running against someone who is physically attractive, but believes that politics is a performance art.
Physically attractive, but politics is a performance art. He's interesting. What an interesting dude. Let's see, like, Bill, people don't talk like that no more. Like, womanizing, let me tell you from personal experience, womanizing is not cool in 2024. That stuff don't go down well anymore. There used to be a time when male identity was about, like, I can sleep with lots of women. There used to be a thing. Not anymore, baby. Not anymore. And remember, Bill Clinton, just have a look at that dude's flight history. How was he traveling between those islands? How was he getting to Pinocchio's Wonderland? You know, so, like, you know, there's more to it than just sort of being slightly, you know, I don't know, maybe it's no big deal him saying Kari Lake is an attractive person. But, like, bobbing about on the old sort of Epstein's Wonderland, pretty interesting. Let's have a look at what Kari Lake had to say about that.
And Bill Clinton, he paid me a compliment. He said I was physically attractive. I woke up to this news this morning. First of all, you know what? As a middle-aged woman, I'm flattered. I'm flattered, okay? I don't get those kind of compliments every day. Two,
she's handling that quite well. Look, this is one of the things that's so weird for me to even wrap my own head around. Like, when I was becoming what you might call politically not awakened, but at least aware, it was like the Republican Party, ain't them the people what's marched us into this crazy war of Iraq, George W. Bush, Dick Cheney, all of that. And like the Democratic Party is all sort of like people like Bill Clinton, like they sort of seem like, hey, savvy, I play the saxophone, or Tony Blair, play the guitar. And you can see what they were doing. They were leaning into countercultural references, like, you know, music being the obvious example in those two cases, and sort of presenting themselves therefore as a sort of an evolution of them old fuddy-duddy Eisenhower, Churchill type politicians that like so were literally in wheelchairs with blankets over their legs. Roosevelt, that was it? Like, you know, hey, we're cool, we're hip, we're fly. But now look at Kari Lake. She's sort of like, I'm flattered. I don't get compliments like that every day. She seems like a cogent, coherent human being, doesn't she? And dear old Bill Clinton, atavistically leaping back to the time where it was okay to say stuff like that. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird how the sides have shifted.
I thought I was a little too old for him. Doesn't he like interns? Three, I'm happily married to my husband, Jeff, who's right down here. The love of my life. And four, nobody in their right mind wants to cross Hillary Clinton. It's just dangerous.
That's amazing. I mean, think about how our culture's changed, that's become a mainstream reference now. The old list, the Clinton list, the old unluckies that have known Hillary and Bill Clinton. Check that list out. That's a list I do not want to be on.
Rumble make these snacks, you see. This is a brand called Positive. It's a pet food brand that Rumble have. But also they have a pet insurance that is an affiliate to it. You know, like dogs can go from very high energy to being sick in an instant. And you know, it's like if you have to call a vet, like when they're out of hours. It's a terrible way to manage your dog's health. Not to mention it can be very stressful for you. So there's this emergency pet kit that you can get from Positive Health, which contains critical medications and supplies that can keep you out of vets and maybe even save your dog's life. So if you want to use it, go to Positive, that's spelled like P-A-W, positive.com/brand. That's Positive, P-A-W-S, itive.com/brand, and get your pet emergency kit that's got critical meds in it like activated charcoal and styptic powder, and you can get 15% off using the code BRAND today. Go to positive.com/brand and use the code BRAND to get 15% off. I like these Rumble connected organizations because they've been so supportive. Good boy. So supportive to our channel. It's great to give a little bit back. There it is. Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to see more uncensored content where free speech can flourish, join our live stream. Click the link right here to watch the next video if you want to, or become a member of a growing movement. Download the Rumble app and you'll be informed every time we make a new piece of content. Stay free.